Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of you all. That is what I like. That is why I strive. I persevere. I persevere to bring you something that is vital. Vital for all humanity. And let me tell you, it's all going on. There's a lot going on. With a lot to talk about, genre and otherwise, man. I've had a lot of thoughts, man. A lot of thoughts. Good evening, good morning. How is everybody? Thank you for joining me today. So this is my last stream before Shavuot. Shavuot. What is Shavuot or Shavuos? It could be Shavuos or it could be Shavuot. What is this? Well, this is a Jewish holiday in which which commemorates God appearing at Mount Sinai, going, "I am the God of your father." You know, Ten Commandments thing, all that. That was the show. That happened in the morning, happened at dawn in the morning. So how do we celebrate this holiday, right? Well, first, it's a bit weird because if you're in America, these holidays are 2 days. If you're in Israel, they're 1 day. So that's always good. But we get skewered, right? We get skewered because it's Sabbath, right? Sabbath starts Friday night, goes all the way through to Saturday. Saturday normally ends. But what happens on Saturday night? Shavuos, right? Shavuot happens on. So you go, boom, you're straight into a Jewish holiday. 2 days. 2 days of offline. 2 days, mate. 2 days. I'm in a bubble. What's happening? I don't know. So anyway. So then when I come offline though, boom, I'm straight into a live stream, right? Bang, straight into a live stream. We're going to do a big 60 stream, right? We're going to I will look at his best at Big Finish. We'll have we'll look at the stories coming up on the Blu-ray set, and we'll have what's the name, the editor of the what's it called again? Tanquit. I can't remember the bloody name of the thing. The fake annuals. That's what I call it in my head. The fake annuals. I got to find the right name for it. Now I'm in trouble. I can't just call them the fake annuals. Okay. Tarakios annuals. Tarakios. Now they've done the master one, so they've done like I think an 88 one. There's a new 60 one out, right? It's got some really nice artwork in it. I saw some Daryl Joyce stuff. It's really cool, right? It's really cool. I love that stuff. Well, there shouldn't that be Sylvester McCoy? I'll ask him when he's on, right? I'll ask him when he's on. I'm sure it'll make sense somehow. Yeah. Would it be Sylvester McCoy? Yeah, I don't know. But it wasn't that 88. Oh, I guess 88 would still be Colin Baker. Well, Sylvester McCoy. No. 88 would definitely have to be Colin Baker. Listen, I'll ask him when I'm on. Anyway, so we'll do a big 60 show. But anyway, what happens in the interim? So the way one normally celebrates Shavuos is a few things. One, God wanted to do the revelation at dawn, and we all slept in. Right? It wasn't good. So we now people, generally speaking, stay up all night. In the ultra orthodox world, stay up all night, studying the Torah. Then we have like classes that go all night. It's a kind of fun thing. You have coffee and there's cake everywhere. It's kind of fun, right? I don't do it anymore. I'm too old. But what I do, because what they do is, I said do. what they do is they pray the morning prayer at the very earliest you can, which is, I always like doing that, but it's very hard to find a prayer group that'll do it. So I always go to that one. But so I make them to get up at like 4 a.m. to go and pray. But then when you come home, it starts to get good. Because Shavuos, actually the night before, Shavuos is the holiday of the dairy, right? Not good for the lactose intolerant nation that we are, but it's the holiday of dairy because we didn't have the laws of ritual slaughter, right? To make meat kosher. So that we commemorate that by having milking, right? So for the night meal, right? For the night meal, we're going to have, my wife cooks crazy. like crazy too much food, right? It's going to be crazy too much food. So French onion soup, potato blintzes, and there's cheese sticks and mozzarella sticks. Yeah, whatever, the melty cheesy thingies, and I think a salad, maybe if we're lucky. I managed to talk it down a few things. And no, we don't need all that. But then lunch. So anyway, you come home, and cheesecake. Cheesecake is the thing. So I come home at like 7 a.m, right, from the early the sunrise prayer, and you make kiddush, right? A little bit kiddush. It's a like blessing you say before you can eat. Then you have some wine or some whiskey or whatever. Wine is better. Wine. And you have a little bit of cake, a little bit. But you have the cheesecake because it's Shavuos. I like the cheesecake. I am a big fan of cheesecake. You may ask me, what type of cheesecake are you a fan of? Say all of them. I love cheesecake, mate. Love it. Absolutely adore cheesecake. Also in the saucy photography. I'm a big cheesecake man, mate. It's wonderful. In fact, I thought of a great flavor for Ben & Jerry's. Well, we're going to give them Ben & Jerry's because they're anti-Semitic cunts, I think is the word I was looking for. Yeah. SJW, anti-Semitic cunts. Okay, yeah, so that's what I was looking for. But they make very good ice cream. But I would have a flavor called Marilyn, which will be vanilla and chunks of cheesecake and white chocolate with a strawberry swirl, right? That sounds good, right? See, when the company said they were do Ben & Jerry's in Israel, so they weren't gonna. So Ben & Jerry's said you can't do it if you don't sell them in where I live, in the Shomron in Samaria, right? They said no, we sell in all of Israel. I'm sorry. So they're taking the license going away. I just think they should have started another brand with just good flavors like that, right? But get them and like make them locally good flavors. Like I would do a bamba flavor. Bamba is a peculiarly Israeli snack. It's like these little peanut flavored puff wheats. It's really weird. I really like them, right? And bamba's a thing. Everybody loves bamba, all right? And there's lotus cookie. You could do that. I mean, there's lots of like local things you could do that the local population knows and likes. But like that Maryland flavor, for example, they should just do their own shit. I mean, that's. Here's my trouble, though, right? I always say that. I always say about everything, but I'm a creative guy. I can just come up with stuff, right? And I know it sounds arrogant, but like I just come up with stuff. Like I bet I can come up with a range of awesome flavors that you would like, that with great names, like a good 10, 12 flavors, easy, right? It's not that hard, really. I mean, really, it's but. I digress. What was I going to say? So anyway, I have no idea what I was talking about. But here's one of the things I was thinking about, right? So I've been disturbed about the social media, what it's doing, how it's doing it. Because I've got a macro vision now, and I kind of see it. It's blown my mind. We assimilate information through the news, right? We basically form our opinions on news. Right, and wherever we get the news is where we get the news. So most people get the news through social media, and it's a curated form of news that's created to do two things. Oftentimes says what's false is true and what's true is false. Blew my freaking mind, right? Blew my mind. This guy in a comment on one of my videos said, "Well, are you really saying that Trump was good? Don't you know about the he got impeached twice in January 16th or 6th or whatever, and the election he didn't concede." I don't think he lost, mate. Quite frankly, I think if they ever counted the legal votes, I don't know what's going to happen. But they're never going to do that. But and there's a reason why the Biden side has always screamed not to do that. But I doubt it's going to make it. I never thought it'll make a difference. But yeah, I did wonder at the time, like, why would God do that, right? Because Trump, as I said, seemed like a weird messianic figure, like that people wouldn't really recognize as messianic. Who brought us in the path of basic Judeo-Christian morality, right? It's weird that he did. But I guess, I don't know, liking to strip porn stars is okay rather than getting a whole generation of girls to cut their tits off, right? I mean, like, it seems weird. The whole, like, double mastectomy underage thing. That's really not good. That people should really not do that. That's a bad idea. I mean, until you're an adult, and then I don't know, live your own life, mate. But I'm not a big fan of self-mutilation, unless we're talking about giving somebody big boobas. And it's all's fair in love and war, mate. I think science needs to explore what science may do. So I talk about the food. Or do the cheesecake. I got off the rails on cheesecake. Listen, it's easy to do. So anyway, so lunch. I forgot. So the lunch menu is this. We're having, and this is my wife talked down. She's making fresh pasta tonight, probably, right? Like making it from dough, rolling it to make lasagna. Okay. Now is lasagna the star of it? No. There's a lot more going on because it's Yom Tov, not Sabbath. Because it's a holiday and not a Sabbath, but it is a Sabbath. You're allowed to cook essentially. So we're also going to be having fish, as in like fish and chips, fish, battered fish, fried, potato skins, I think a Caesar salad, and what else? Something else she was making as well. Just a crazy amount of food. It's just crazy. I mean, like, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Oh, and a cheese fondue. I forgot about the cheese fondue. Bloody hell. That's our thing. We always do a cheese fondue. So that's what I got coming up. And then, as I said, after that holiday of intense lactation, I'm doing a live stream, but I got a lot coming up. Let me show you what I got coming up. It's where we go tomorrow. This is a good one. I recorded a lot. I got ahead. I recorded a lot of content. Hang on. There we go. Tomorrow, I finally do a response to the Bleeding Cool article. Saying the Doctor is doomed. The funny thing is, this isn't even close to my gayest top. I bet it isn't, mate. I bet it isn't. But that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's one. That's and then what else we have? This is going to be on Saturday. Noel Clark survives toxic fandom and cancel culture. Time for his side of the story. I go over his interview in the Daily Mail. We hate you, want to kill yourself. These are the worst people in the world. I nearly did. I mean, it's these people on the right side of bloody history, right? But we do talk about them. I do talk about them on Sunday. I do my live stream, and then Monday, this will be coming out. This is with my recent dogpiling on Twitter by toxic fandom, as I like to call it. We're on the right side of history, as they like to scream. Man, God, yo! That is just what we said. By the way, if you ever want to know where to find good posable like images of like weird stuff, action figures are right. Like, oh, there you go. The best place to find a naughty natural shows it. And I always worried about if there's ever any of those. I'm not even sure I can say it. The SWAS, sign that you're not allowed to say. The crossy thing with the legs coming off. So I'm always, if I ever see that, I airbrush it out because I don't want to get in trouble for putting that on. They will get you for bloody anything, right? So a deep dive into toxic fandom, and this is a freaking awesome video, if I may say so myself. This is my intro to the live stream. What is it? Last on Tuesday, with an extra 40 minutes added on. It's really good. Okay. If I do say so myself. So this is but I wanted to put this out when I'm going to be online. Like I don't want to put it out when I'm offline. So that's coming up. So haven't recorded the Noel Clark thing. I'm doing that tomorrow. Well, we got the Thor reaction video that's painful. By Oda's beard, this has aged badly and hasn't even been released yet. That is true. And Severance, I got to get this review out. It's so freaking good. And tonight, yeah, was it the current day hatred of heroes? That's the vibe I got when I watched Solo. I mean, not Solo. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Just like, what? Why am I always seeing my heroes emasculated? Right? It's like, it's not stunning and brave anymore, right? It's like, enough already. Like, we live in an age where, like, we need traditional heroes, right? This something annoyed me on Star Trek: Brave New World, which I just saw today, which was not a bad episode, episode 5. Listen, I'm getting a lot of Star Trek in right now. I saw Brave New World, and then I started watching Orville, which is awesome. I mean, so we're getting. Listen, I think Brave New World it's got its own vibe, right? It's not like any other. It's getting its own voice, which I like. It's different from all other Star Treks. It feels like Star Trek, however. The episodic format so helps it. Oh my God. Episodic format really, really does help it a lot. I like the characters. I didn't like how I think Nurse Chapel is bi now or whatever. They're all like stop, all of you. But I did like the Spock romance in tonight's episode. Oh, hello, Ninja. Ninja, do you want to come say hello? Come here, Ninja. Come over here. Over it. Here, I got you. Hello, Ninja. It's okay. It's okay. Here you go. Here. There you go. Come say hello. You're okay. Hello, Ninja. So Ninja's started to hang out down here much more. Haven't you? He's got his little spot over here. You see this? This is next to my desk. You want to get down, darling? Yeah, you can get down. Yeah. No, you're not going on my table. Okay, I keep telling you that. Not on my table. There you go. Yeah, no, he just likes attention to be petted. Okay, you know, okay, you over there. Good boy. I like little Ninja. Where was I? Boink. Yeah, okay, Ninja. I'm doing a stream, mate. Okay, I'm doing a stream. I'm over here. Anyway, yeah, I know. Look, if you want me to pet you, you have to come over here. You come on, up you come. Oh, good boy. Oh, Ninja, you're so freaking cute. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Man, he's being so man, Ninja, mate. I mean, I like you too. Oh, he's got a big purr on. Who's got a big purr on? I like my pussy. Ninja, it had to happen, darling. It had to happen. I'm sorry, mate. But Ninja, I got to get back to the show. Okay? I know. But you're very important, okay? You're very important. I got to get some treats down here for him. No, he's snuggled out now. Yeah, no, he hangs out here during the day, or he hangs out on the couch outside in my living room. It's in my TV room over there. But yeah, he just likes hearing people. He likes being around people, blind as a bat as he is. So yeah, this like a relentless hatred of our heroes, this emasculation of our heroes. Enough. You know, I'm doing this thing called Connecting to the Infinite, which is we're just finishing. I mean, I just recorded. I got the one more to record tomorrow, right? And then completing it, which is basically going over a 6-point way of having a intense connection with God. Intense, if you believe in God, that is. Yeah, we're going over these thing called the 6 consummates, these 6 things, and if you do them, you can live through anything and believe in God still, all right, and be happy even in the most dire situations, right? This is how people got through the Holocaust, by believing this stuff, and it really is true, right? And so I'm looking at Ben Kenobi, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi losing his shit and pissing himself. I think, what use is the bloody Force then as a religion, right? I mean, like, what's the bloody use? It can't hold you together. Like, how do you go from there, you pathetic moaning pussy, to Ben Kenobi in Star Wars, right? Well, I don't understand. And by the way, through ingenious Photoshop, I gave him a scary face. It took me a little time to work out how to do it. I had to like take out each eye individually and then warp the shape to make it the right. Like, I'm scared because that's his bloody expression, man. I'm stunning and brave. Also, I never know what's going on. I can't solve anything. Yeah, she's useless, right? She's absolutely useless, right? This doctor. I mean, like, we don't have any heroes. Right, oh, doctor, I'm scared. Can you help me? No, but no, it's all about me. But that's not very heroic. Yeah, I know. Actually, no, I don't, because I don't know what heroic is. Now I'm going Glaswegian for a second. That's weird. I'm scared, says Ben Kenobi. And I'm just a cunt, believe me. Yeah, we believe all women. If you come out and tell us you're a cunt, Amber, we'll believe women. Fuck me. Okay, what you did was very, 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 very bad, right? Although she's fucked beyond fuck, from what I understand. She can't afford to pay the fine. Like, she's like, yeah, no, she can't even pay my fee. She's fucked. The lawyer just said, well, she ain't got nothing. Okay, I like, honestly, I mean, she's not hot enough to be that much of a cunt. I mean, who is? I don't think anybody is. I don't think anybody's hot enough to be that much of a cunt. I mean, it detracts from your hotness, your cuntiness. You know, you have your okay, you got three things going on, right? You got your sexiness. That's you know, like your physical body, right? But you have your sensualness, right? The way you project your sexualness. That makes somebody sexy or not. You can have somebody who's mediocre be very, very sexy, and somebody very very attractive not be sexy. It's weird, right? Like Jennifer Alba, right? Looked gorgeous, didn't interest me at all. it's like I don't know. That's weird. It's like a dead spot, right? And Gillian Anderson was still hot as Margaret Thatcher. It was weird. You see what I mean? Right? You see what I mean? Yes. And what's the third one? The third one I was just talking about. That's how I got into this. About hotness. Oh, yeah. And then cuntiness. Now, cuntiness will just brings down the other two scores massively. Is what it does. Okay. I'm sick, by the way, still, and I am going to go and take a pee break pretty soon. I've been doing it a lot, which I think that means I'm getting better. Right? It's like I seem to be flushing my system, which is a good thing, right? One sec. So let me go over here. I have something, just these very occasional. What should we go for? Yeah, let's go. This is fun.
Yes?
Hello.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm bad.
You're bad.
Yes.
What do you want me to do, bud?
Stop us. Wait a minute. Doctor. No, Doctor. Ah, that's it. You fear me now, Doctor.
What do you want?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought of anything yet.
Oh.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yeah, come back tomorrow when you've had a chance to think things through.
Yes, I will have a plan, and you can stop me if you can, Time Lord.
All right. See you then.
What if I were to hollow out the Earth's core and replace it with a giant motor so I could pilot the planet anywhere in the universe?
Been done.
You're sure?
Yeah.
You're the expert. Let me do the talking.
It's for me. Yes.
I came yesterday.
Oh, yes.
I brought a friend. Hello. Hello, Doctor.
Hello. You thought of anything yet?
Oh, yes. I shall drain the world's oceans into the Earth's white-hot molten core and boil them away.
What for?
Power.
Power over what?
The sea.
Well, again, it's been attempted, but I suppose I'd better stop you.
Oh, great. That is excellent, Doctor.
When's all this likely to happen?
Soon, Time Lord.
Well, when?
Monday.
You know it's a bank holiday.
Tuesday.
I can't do the morning.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. All day?
Yes.
All right, Wednesday all day. I'll see you then.
Come on. Come away. Let's go and do it. Let's do it, Doctor. He's the Doctor. I understand, Doctor. Silence, Doctor. Oh, you got me doing it now.
Where have you brought me to this time, old girl?
Woo.
Oh.
He's nice, isn't he?
Totally worth a pee break. Totally worth a pee break. That was awesome. Awesome, McAwesome. Thank you very much, Mark Gaddis and David Williams. So Disney and the racism of fake racism. Yes, I mean, like, really? Have we actually seen any of this racism? And like, do we know what the report? I mean, like, were there like 300 things in 3 million? Because okay, then that makes, and then how many of them are real, and how many of them were like leftists who are crazy wanting to prove there's racism? So then they manufacture and don't tell me they don't do that all the freaking time, weirdos. Do you know how many people I found out weren't Jewish who had posted something saying, "As a Jew myself," to defend Jeremy Corbyn? Like, it's shut up. Don't tell me these people wouldn't do something. Yes, they totally would. Absolutely would. So yeah, I'm gonna need to see those receipts closely before I can give you any shit. Okay, any shit whatsoever. We're gonna. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna go because I've been going half an hour. I didn't even realize it. I'm gonna be reviewing both Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. We got to get to that. We're already in episode. I had a new episode today, right? I'm liking it. What can I tell you? I think it's a real Star Trek show. Like, again, today they had a thing where Nurse Chapel was bi. I think I wasn't really paying that much attention, but I think that's what they said. Like, Nurse Chapel's bi. I'm like, oh, really? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the idea of Nurse Chapel having a torrid lesbian romance. That sounds really, really good. I would like that. Yes, that sounds very good. I think that's all I really need to say. However, it's just so, oh God, another one, right? Another one. Is the thumbnail for that one. This week we're ripping off Wrath of Khan and the Balance of Terror. exactly what they're doing. And they're doing it well, right? I'm sorry. It's 4 episodes in, and I'm like, it's like tonight's episode, it was just like a bottle episode of Star Trek. I liked it, right? Yeah, I think it was a bottle episode. I mean, they had the location stuff, right? But it was not that much location stuff. Yeah, it was. It was a good little bottle. I enjoyed it being a bottle episode, right? It was really kind of fun. That's not this one. This one's a big like they like introducing a new villain, the Gorn, right? And by the way, action figure with a head pasted on, give me all the tips, right? So this week I am a massive pussy. He's got, he seems to be getting more annoying with his accent each week. So this week I'm a massive pussy, but in real life I speak up against fake weightism. Very good, Ewan. You daft cunt. Really, nothing happened. Oh, you know what? They posted Mecha Randall's bloody thumbnail, for God's sake. Grow a bloody backbone. What the hell? Like we are all massive pussies. For God's sake. Saying she's shit isn't racism. It's criticism. It's different. And I'm sorry. Look, again, I speak about that in that video I did coming out Monday, right? What is a diversity hire? It's an abomination. It's terrible, right? But like this character was written to be a black woman, nothing else. And that's all there is there. And I'm not the one writing this. I'm not the one insulting black people with thinking this is representation, right? I'm not the one doing that. I'm the one saying it's disgusting. All right. But that being said, I'm sorry it's happening, but it's happening. You know, like, oh, man, I just wish these people understand. You know, I like the white liberals use black people. They use everybody to make themselves feel good about themselves. They couldn't give a shit about anything other than feeling like you know. I really genuinely believe that Chris Chibnall's is him feeling good about himself. It is his motivation for everything, right? My example I'll give is I do not believe Saguna Kula would be doing the show if he was white and called Red Smith, right? I don't think he would. I don't even think he'll get a look in, right? Maybe he would, but I doubt it. And I think it was just so Christian can feel good about himself, right? But yeah, look, this woman, the character was written to be a 2-dimensional black woman, and that's it. There's no depth. There's nothing in that character. That's why she's shit in it. You know, I will concede she's a good actress. I haven't seen her in anything good. People say she was good in Queen's Gambit, right? Haven't seen it, right? What I've seen her in, she was shit, right? I will concede it might just be a part that's shit, right? And it really genuinely is. It's such an insult. It's an insult to the viewer. It's an insult to everybody. You know, and don't tell me Disney isn't racist. Shut up. What you ever heard of John Boyega? Oh God. I mean, how much more racist can there's this guy again, I still can't believe it. There's this guy replied to the comment saying how could I say Trump was a good president? You know, Trump was good. Because we all had money and those world peaches, schmuck. That's why. It's like, really? That's confusing you, is it? Bloody hell. I tell you, people believe whatever crazy things or believe what they want to believe. Anyway, so yeah, lots of stuff coming up. Let's leave it on the where are we? Where's the live at 5? Oh, my voice does not sound good. Man. No, that's Noel Clark. A deep dive. There you go. Doink. Now let me get to the chat. Jordan Lee is here, or at least was here. He's still here. Hollywood is full of moral cowards and creeps. Yes, it is. It's a disgusting, awful place, right? Full of disgusting, awful people. yes, who are wrong and they lie about everything, right? They are just the worst people in all of humanity, right? Maybe the only people who can be as awful as them are politicians. But yes, they are the worst, the absolute worst of humanity. And one of the things they do, which is really disgusting, is stomp around and say they're morally superior. No, you're not. You're not Hollywood is not morally superior. All right, I'm sorry. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're all a bunch of pedophiles. Wouldn't amaze me at all. Right? I mean, like, yeah. That's again the thing about this week's episode of Star Trek really annoyed me. Was that Nurse Chapel was really against having a relationship and being tied down. I'm like, geez, what's wrong with you? And I hate that. It's like, it's such bullshit, right? Because that's not what women normally want. And if that's not addressed as a character point, then it's a platforming and it's ridiculous, right? I'm sorry, reality isn't the way Lester's would like it to be. I'm sorry, like when you give women complete equality and the ability to choose whatever they want, they do girly things. You know, it's just like, it's not my fault, right? It's not my fault. You're wrong about everything. Unhinged is it? Oh my God, my voice is not sounding good. Unhinged is it? Mate, do I have a lozenge? Maybe? No, I don't. Yeah, I'll keep it going. Oh yeah, there you go. No, just loosen up a little bit. Anyway, I need to. This is where I get all my juicy news. Well, I hope you enjoy it, sir. Matthew Burrows here. Thank you for joining us. Matthew Burrows. Em is here. How are you doing, sir? Hello, sir. Thank you for joining us. Is she in a padded cell? Yeah, Amber, probably. I mean, like, she's really fucked. I mean, she's. Jason Smollett probably going to get out of this. Amber Heard's fucked, right? I mean, like, again, she's not hot enough to get out of this. Right? There's nothing. Yeah, no, there's nothing she could possibly offer anyone. Sun Rangers is here. I'm annoying, brave. Keep me. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they piss on our heroes and they make this shit. All right, I'm sorry, like. They pissed. I mean, like, this is the episode of Kenobi was them pissing on our bloody heroes. Getting too back on, let's go to the Queen. God bless the Queen. Listen, I'm a big royalist. I love the Queen. Right. Christopher Eccleston was like, oh, she is the leech with a silly hat or some stuff. I'm like, fuck off, Christopher. Yeah, it's I have to tell you, I think she's been a good queen. I mean, like, we live in weird times. I still don't think Andrew should be in trouble for fucking a hooker. Okay, I mean, let's be fair. That's what happened. Andrew fucked a hooker, right? Paying for it legitimately. He fucked a hooker. Okay, you know, it doesn't seem too immoral to me. You know, it doesn't. If she was saying no, that's wrong. But she seemed to be into it, right? So I'm sorry she fucked him, pretended to like it and come, right? I don't think that makes him bad, right? I think that makes you bad, actually, right? Why would you pretend to like fucking him and come if you like I don't know. That sounds very cunty to me, right? And then to like drag his name through the mud because he paid you to fuck you, and you took the money and gave no indication you were coerced in any way whatsoever, unless she was. If she said, "Oh no, I don't. I'm really not up for this," but if she says, "Fuck me harder, big boy," you know, I think he can be forgiven for thinking that it was somewhat a mutually beneficial association, right? I think that's just the way I view the world, right? Never mind. Gossip and the race. Also, we do have those wonderful songs by Sex Pistols, and you know, I saw this clip of this guy, this really racist, anti-Semitic guy, saying this really bizarre stuff. And he said, one of the only people who trust is Johnny Rotten. I'm like, man, he's so pro-Jewish, right? Johnny Rotten's great. Johnny Lydon, right? And everything he says is right. So, like, whatever he thinks about the Queen, I'm probably with him, right? If he's not down for the Queen, I know I still like the Queen. I think it's fun. I think it's nice. That's just me for you. You know what can I tell you? I like Marmite too. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. X-Men 577 is here. 1 second. 1 second. I have an idea. I will. Where's my phone? Okay. Here we go. 1 second. I'm gonna WhatsApp for assistance. Right. 1 second. Here we go. I'm gonna go for Sephora. Okay. She's normally the nicest. We'll see what happens. Sephora, how are you? My throat is a little bit raw. A little bit. Can you hear it's a little bit grating? A little bit raw. I'm in the middle of a live stream. Would it be possible? There is a thing of Strepsils next to my bed, next to the like. Will you bring it down for me? Let me know when you come down. I'll turn the camera off and I'll come up and I'll come out to greet you. Okay. If you could do that, that'd be fantabby. A double dozy. Thank you very much. There you go. I reckon we'll be in luck with that. All right. I reckon we'll be in luck with that. She's a very compassionate young lady. As long as she sees it. Other than if you don't see it, it's got the double check. We like that already. We'll see if it's happening. What else was I saying? If the chance to the companion is awesome, they're probably not going to be that awesome. Yes, that is also very true. That's very, very true. I spent on my day watching only Falls and Awesome clips. That's a good way to spend the day. Oh man, that is really bad. 1 second. We're getting better. I love Only Fools and Horses. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, Colin Archer's here. How are you doing, sir? I think the main thing about the 2020 election is that all the negative press for 5 years, he's got as many votes as he did, irrespective of fortification. That's why they hate him, right? And they don't know what to do because, like, come November, everybody's getting impeached, right? Biden's getting impeached. Harris is getting impeached. Attorney General's getting impeached. Oh my God. He is so fucked, that guy. What's his name? Merrick Garland. He's gonna get impeached. Mayorkas is gonna get impeached. It's gonna be cray, right? 1 second. I think I hear movement. Do I hear movement? No, I do not. Oh, that's a bit of a bummer. She still hasn't seen it yet. Not good. We'll have to wait. Okay. You know. Pump more popular than Biden even with all the naked press against you. Because how much more could it? I mean, like, really, you've got to be really delusional at this point to stick with Biden. I mean, like what the hell? At this point, you're just like, you don't want to feel like a schmuck, right? I mean, although I've seen people not want to feel like a schmuck will motivate them to do the weirdest things humanly possible, right? The things you wouldn't really go against their core values because they don't want to appear like a schmuck. X-Men 577 says he lives in California where the homeless is a major problem crime because some idiots, it's all about defunding the police. Yeah, exactly. And you defund the police. So what do you get left? The shit police, the worst of the police, the bad cops. And then you go, well, how do you get these like school shootings happening then? You know, when there 19 of them wait outside for an hour and a half or something. Like, how do you expect that to go down? Obviously, it's going to happen with terrible policing. Fine, I'm going to send a general SOS to the family. What's up? Here we go. We'll go to the family. Okay. Hello, help. I'm on a live stream. All right? If anybody can help me, it'd be very, very nice. If you can hear, my throat is a little bit scratchy, very, very raw. I have a packet of Strepsils by my bed. Would anybody be able to bring them down for me? Let me know when you come close. I will turn the camera off, and I will come and I will greet you. So you need not go down too far. Okay, thank you very much. But yeah, if anyone can do that, it'd be really, really helpful. Okay. Let's see if anyone will go for that one. Oh, I can keep going. Mr. PC Game Forever is here. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Mark the Vicar is here. I watched 82 guns firing at a military aircraft. Oh, that'd be nice. Over Buckingham Palace today. And they all bloody miss their old family. White privilege. Well, that's the way it goes. White privilege means you learn to shoot really badly. I've been on stop being a massive even role model since 2017. Yeah, and it's like, but like, still, like, really, haven't you noticed us hating everything you do? Like, yeah, hasn't that, like, have you picked up on that yet? Like, we literally hate it when you do this sort of stuff, right? No, clearly they haven't. Fine. Keep going through the chat. Who else we got? Is here. How are you doing? It was her truth. Unfortunately, the truth was a lie. That is true. That is true. Her truth is she was a cunt. What can I tell you? He has no swagger. It's terrible, isn't it? He really has no swagger at all. Yeah. I need a more absorbent cat. The cat, when I go and pee, the cat always likes to come and put his little paw onto the door and try and scrape away. He likes toilets, this cat. He's a weird cat. What can I tell you? Oh man, this jumped. Oh man, really jumped. Where you go? Here we go. Where are we up to? Disaster over here. He took the pee. They didn't do well. I was taking pee actually. It was quite nice. The reason is from when they used an actor's race to hide from criticism of the cat. Right? Yes, exactly. I mean, it's really annoying because this character could have been a good character. They just lazily wrote the character because they didn't have to write a good character because all she had to be was black. It's a disgrace. Right, it's a really, really lazy character. Yeah. I mean, like, maybe she could have done something with it. Maybe, I mean, and they should have done some more production design to make it look cooler. You know, it's just lazy. Everything about this character is lazy. Like, oh look, and like when she's like sitting at the top of the building like Batman, and she's like, oh, I got to go block enough. I'm going to do a bunch of backflips. It's lazy, right? Most video games have better writing, and that's really bad, right? It's bad that the video games have better writing than this shit. It was unbelievable. It's just shocking. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought we were going to get rid of Leia this week, but no. Fuck off. Not a fan. 3 more weeks of this to go. I'm getting a message. Let me see. It's a 20-second message. I'm going to get in trouble this is my wife. I'm going to get in trouble if I play this online. Okay, well, what am I going to do? Okay, if I play it quietly to my ear, right? Let me see. Because I should listen to it. Okay. Okay, just getting an update. No one's home. I don't think anybody's home. Okay. No one's home. Okay. It's what can you do? What can you do? We will persevere. Even fake wasters of the day. I mean, like, it's what really annoys me is, you know, I see kids, right? I see kids under the age of 30 that live in this data cloud, this fake data cloud, of which most people do, right? Most people form their opinions through the information they get, and most people get their information from social media, right? And that portrayal of information is false, you know. And it's just and it's false. It's designed to stir one's emotions. Okay. Well, now I've got 1 second. Another mess coming in. What's that say? Okay, I am fine. I am being summoned. Wait there. I think I might be in. I think I might be in Stretzel heaven any second, baby. Here we go. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Lock and low, baby. This hold on, how am I going to talk with this? We'll work it out. Oh God, that's better already. Oh man. I could be getting a blowjob, but you really wouldn't know, would you? No, I'm really not. It's just a strepsil. That should be the tagline. A strepsil, as good as a blowjob. They're not. Oh, kind of is though. Oh, what can I tell you? Fine. Who else we got to get? Paul Towson. How you doing, Paul Towson? Dr. Alex, how you doing? I haven't forgotten you. You are high on my list of things I haven't done. Okay, very high. You don't think it's racist? You think it's hypocritically money chasing? Well, it is racist, and they have to do it because the Chinese are racist. I get it's not Disney being racist. I think it's China being racist. But if you're being racist for somebody else, you're still being racist, right? I did love it when Mickey Gervais made Tom Hanks uncomfortable at the Oscars. Oh, yeah, because they're all so full of shit. It's unbelievable, right? How can so many people be so full of shit? They all are. They all sit and wag their fingers at you. And Florida, gay. Who are you? I mean, forget that the point was moronic and wrong and base. Again, falsehood is truth and truth is falsehood. This is the world we live in. Yeah. Apparently she doesn't have the 10 million. I heard. So, I know. Yeah, she's fucked. I don't know. She's going to end up being some chic sex bunny. Yeah, in Abu Dhabi. Maybe she shouted out despicable ex's wife's name as he plowed the hooker, and that really upset her. Well, that would make sense, you know. I can see that being upsetting. Right, we're getting there. Vanessa Law's here. I finally made a live stream, and you have a woman on screen. I'm sorry you're not feeling very well. Who did I have on? Where? What woman did I have on the stream? I finally made it to a live stream, and you have that woman on the screen. Well, come on. I'm there to take the piss out of her. Yeah, it's not complimentary, in all fairness. What else we got here? Hang on, whizzing through the chat. And I think we caught up. I think we've got everybody. Fine with that. So let me put this away. Stop screen. Fine. I think that awful time is upon us. I think that awful time is upon us that we must relive the awfulness as Obi-Wan Kenobi episode where they couldn't even come up with a name for it. Here it comes. Star Wars, where will they end? Pew, pew, pew. So it's awful. And it really is. It had that first 20 minutes or so, the first one where you had the recap of the prequels, which was beautiful. I love that. It made the prequels better, right? And then you had the sacking of the Jedi Temple. That was awesome. But that the little black girl at the beginning, it's Reva. The whole thing is Reva's story. I'm not interested. They should have called it Reva, but you know what? They didn't, because nobody would bloody watch it. Anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi is on the spaceship, and he's trying to meditate and contact Guy John Gwynn. Now, here's the thing I don't understand now. he doesn't use the Force, right? Because if he uses the Force, Darth Vader will find him, or he'll be exposed, right? So how's he doing this? And if he's doing this, why can't he use the Force? Right? He doesn't use a lightsaber, but and like has been training. I mean, I don't understand. I assume you haven't been training because you're not allowed to use Force. What's this then? Anyway, so then there's a bit people squee over. I really didn't. I really couldn't give a shit. Big claws come out and they lift out Darth Vader out of his back tank. Dun 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 dun. They put his like arms on. I didn't know he was missing both arms as well. I thought one of his arms was real. And then they put his legs on. That's his front plate apparently. Because then they put his neck thing. And they put that big on his head. Yeah, and they make him. I mean, I think this is Hayden Christensen, I think, right? Now, they make Darth Vader very, very different. He's got this obsessive hatred of Obi-Wan Kenobi. In fact, I would say like this: the story of Darth Vader, of Anakin Skywalker, right? I think once he kills Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars, he kind of gets better, right? He's like, I really needed to do that, right? Once he killed him, he actually feels a lot better. And that's why he basically turns back at the end of Jedi. Anyway, they're like, oh, he wants to get me. I'm scared. And he's on. I'm like, this is a bit silly. I have to say, I mean, I know this is lore, right? This is where he does have this castle in Mustafar, right? I just think, if you're so upset about being horribly mutated in the fire, why do you live there? I mean, I know you live there because there's a big Force thing there. That's why, that's according to the comic book anyway. But why, like, I don't know. Why hang out there if you're so pissed up about being Darth Vader? And he lives in this big, like this is a big room for a chair, all right? I mean, this whole room. Yeah, I'm going to have this room. I make it out of stone. I'm just going to sit there. And look, there's nothing bloody around him. I'm just going to sit in this big bloody chair made of stone. And that's it. There's no TV. There's no book to read. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, that's what I do. And he says, oh, you're so stunning and brave. You're the stunningest and bravest of them all. You're so stunning and brave. And she says, yes, I am. I'm stunning. And I'm brave. But look, I kind of understand now. She doesn't have a character to work with. She's just arrogant and angry with no personality whatsoever. I'm like, I just don't think there's anything written there. So anyway, he says, if you succeed, you'll become the chief inquisitor, and if you fail, you will die. And he just goes to the window. I'm going to stand over here by this window in my massive fucking granite room. That's like a foot thick. Why do you have a granite room? No reason. With my big chair in the middle. Like there's not anything to put your feet up on. Like, that's weird. Dude, I'm just gonna hang out my granite. Really? You're gonna get a granite room? Yes, I am. Why? I like the space. I don't get it. I mean, whatever. He's in his granite room, right? Meanwhile, Obi-Wan Kenobi is being nice. He's fixing cunt face layer. I think it's a fair description of her. Her annoying robot that they want to they go on a market, and she's asking about the Force, right? Like, oh, what's the Force feel like? Tell me. And he should be if she's interested, he should be bloody training her. But he gives a nice analogy. He says, like, you ever been scared of the dark? He says, yeah, well, how's it feel when you turn the light on? He said, oh, it feels secure. So that's what the Force feels, right? So he's been like, okay, I don't understand. Is he separated from the Force or not? I don't get it. right? Anyway, so he's fixed the annoying robot that they want to market to kids, to little girls who don't give a shit about this because they don't want to see the people's heads being cut off and things like that. I mean, it's too scary for my 25-year-old. I mean, in all fairness, is he 25 or 24? I don't know. If he's around there. Anyway, so he is there back to Doc, right? By the way, I remember Reva saw the ship take off. She knows where it took off from. Don't have a Star Destroyer that can just grab it. Lord Vader, can I get a Star Destroyer? Yeah, I got a Ben Kenobi if he can get it. No problem. And then grab this bit, but she knows where it is. She can just track. No. Yeah. And so they don't even know where it is. They don't. Oh, yeah, no. You know that trackings in space lanes and calculations about any form of space travel. Yeah, but we don't give a shit. We didn't even bother. So yeah, this lands on this planet. And they get out and they have to sneak out. There's lots of Imperials there. Who kind of just she could have found it. She could have found out what it was and just rage out there. Say, oh yeah, could you catch them? It's a Jedi, no problem, right? But then they make it out. And they sneak away. I mean, a lot of it is them talking to each other as they mosey on down. Here, wait a minute. I think I have some notes, but I don't think there's anything new over in this bit. That a second, it comes with notes. Any second. Yeah, no, we're not. Basically, they just talk about. He talks about how this place should be fields and families, and now it's all taken away and devastated by the Federation. Not Federation, the Empire. And it's I thought the Empire was here to help. I said, well, your father tries, but it's a losing battle, right? And then off in the distance he sees Anakin Skywalker, a vision of him, and it's his crazed vision, or I don't know. He's like, I'm hallucinating. I'm tripping out. I'm freaking out. Man, you're being fucking Kenobi. Take it. Chill out. Man, what's wrong with you? Channel some Alec Guinness. Pull yourself together, you pussy. He's like, oh, there's nothing there. Meanwhile, there's another stupid bloody building. Hey, let's build a building in the ocean. Why? Yeah, it's badass, right? It's badass. And so, yeah, lots of slate, lots of big slate. Yeah, they learn. And actually, bum, stunning and brave. Not diversity hire. No, there's no diversity hiring. No, there's no diversity hiring. And they're underwater. Why are they underwater? Why? Who gives a shit? And she goes in. She meets with the other of the Inquisitors, the third sister, and she's like, he makes her bow down, which is we got to launch the probes. I know where it's one of the mining colonies. And he's like, I'm in charge. Me, not you. I'm next in line. And she's like, well, dude, I'm next in line. I know that. But we need to launch the probes. I spoke to Lord Vader himself. He's like, I guess we got to launch the probes then. Pew, 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 pew. Probes launched. Meanwhile, on planet, I don't know, Bollock, is walking around and they get to the place supposed to go. And nobody's there, right? He said, fuck it! Basically, that's what he did. He goes, motherfucker! Oh, God, we're going to die! Oh, I shouldn't have trusted anyone! Is this Foundation? No, this is, oh, man, I should do a Foundation one. That's so fucking annoying. Maybe that's the way I'll do it next season. Because, oh, man, Foundation was so annoying. Oh, stop. Don't get me caught on that. He's losing his shit. I don't trust that guy. The guy from smug shit from Eternals. What's his name? Who's from the Silicon Valley? The people aren't all good, Leia. I said, well, in that case, we need some help, right? And she goes and flags down this truck. It's not safe. It's not. Don't do it. And she's like, hi, me and my father are lost. Can you give us a ride? It looks a lot like Foundation, but I think maybe they shared production or something, maybe. I don't know. Can you give us a ride? He's like, well, that's weird. How'd you get lost over here? It's a long story. Can you just direct? I said, no, get in. And he gets in, there's a big Empire flag on, right? And he gets in. And so this guy is like this super Empire-y guy. Like, yeah, love the Empire, bit of law and order. Empire, yeah. And plays him. I recognize his voice, though, right? He's got those right amiable do-gooder voice, right? So she's saying her name's Luna. And he's like saying, so where are you from? He said, we're from the planet Foal, and we're actually farmers, and we get to go back there. And he's like, well, okay. And then he picks up a bunch of stormtroopers, right? And they all get him. And he's like, oh, mother, really? He's like, yeah, we're looking for a Jedi. So, what? Yeah, looking for a Jedi. Don't worry, we'll catch him. We always do. What about you? You seen a Jedi? I don't even know what one looks like, mate. Don't even know. And then was it? She says they want what they're doing here, right? And and so Leia comes up with the whole story that that her father brought her here because this is where he and her mother met, right? And this whole thing. And he wanted to show the place where they met, right? He calls her Leia by mistake. He says, wait a minute, you said her name's Luna, not Leia. I said, oh, well, I actually meant, I meant that she looks like her mother's name was Leia, and she looks so much like Leia. And he looks in her eyes and she just reminds me of her mother whenever I look at her, right? And he actually means it, right? And it's been a very difficult time. We lost her mother, and they go and they're off looking for the Jedi. And so then we actually get a not bad scene. So she realizes that she knows her mother, right? And then she says, "Are you my father?" And that's like it was really heavy. I thought that was actually quite good, right? And he's like, "No, I wish I was, but I'm not." Right? And they get down. They get this checkpoint. And the friendly driver's like, yeah, you want to check these people out. They're weird, right? There's something weird about them. So he goes in, like, come here. We have to, like, scan you. He's like, oh, crap. And they bring an Imperial. I like the scan. And he's like, okay, come on. Let him scan you. He's like, you're big Kenobi. And he has to go shoot it. Pew, 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 pew. Why do you use your lightsaber at that point, mate? It was jim, all done. I mean, it does kind of give it away that you're a Jedi, I guess, if you use your lightsaber. But come on, at this point, you know, he gets the guy gets shot. I like that. Yeah, he falls through the thing and he gets cut in half. That's kind of fun. He doffs that guy on the head, and then this guy's got Leia. He's like, put your gun down, fucking kill her, mate, fucking kill her. He's like, okay, I'll put the gun down. And he goes and he puts the gun down, and then he shoots her as he's doing it. And they go and they get the thing down, and then they run. Why don't you steal the truck? But then they're met by lots more stormtroopers. Like, yeah, oh look, it's a troop carrier. I better buy that from Hasbro. Dun 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 dun. And in comes India Varama, whatever her name is, as the stunning and brave Imperial officer. Take him in, and they on their knees, and then she shoots them all. But and she's a good person. I'm a good person, me. Meanwhile, he's like, oh, we found him. He's on this one, just what I said. And they said, yes, I've informed Lord Vader. He was very grateful. And so they're all, they have to get him to a safe house for a little bit until there's a shuttle he's going to get on. So they come in. They meet this robot who's a loader who's not supposed to work anything out, and he's very kind of friendly. And they get in the safe house. Apparently, this is like an underground railroad, right? Well, they smuggle out Jedi, and now they smuggle out full sensitive kids. So they said, well, yeah, why the Empire taking full sensitive kids? Like, we don't know. So where they taking them? So we don't know, right? We don't know. And so I think that's probably something I'll pick up on at some point. I hope in this series, right? So he looks around and people leaving messages, and there's this guy Quinlan, who was in Clone Wars and Rebels, I think. He's around. Anyway, then Stormtrooper going boom, 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 let me in, and so this guy comes up, like kind of slow, and he said, "A Jedi was seen entering there. We didn't look round." So you look round and they don't see anything. I said, but he's ready for action. He's not as dumb as he seems. He's like, I don't like the cut of your jib, Sonny. And he's like, nothing going here. And they leave. And then, yeah, forget the Jedi. We'll try somewhere else. Even though he was seen entering here, we're just going to forget it. We're going to go try somewhere else. That's just what we're doing. So he's like, oh, can you teach me to shoot? And like, he's like, oh, you make a great fighter. And he's like, well, why do you do this? He's like, well, when I joined. Oh, no, Ninja, what are you doing? No, you're not allowed up there, darling. Come here. Come here, Ninja. Hello. Say hello again. Ninja, what are you doing, mate? Here, you can go over here. Okay, that's your spot. There you go. That's what you like. Good boy, Ninja. Here. You just want some attention? Right, here, I'll do that. Right, anyway. So, where am I? So, yeah, he's they have to go down this tunnel to get out, and but then he's like, oh my God, and he goes, looks out, and like there's a lot of activity, and boom, there comes Darth Vader, and he's like, and he shits himself. I mean, like, I guess, but like, he's a bit out of shape now, and Darth Vader's like in his prime, right? I'm gonna, yeah. I was like, okay, so you get Leia out, and I'm gonna go. I'll slow him down. 1 second. He doesn't seem to like think he's going to slow him down that much, but like, as I said, like, how useless is Jediism if it can't like prepare you for these challenges? It's like, as a theologian, I'm not impressed, right? I am not impressed. So he goes ape shit, right? He's like grabs people and like rips them out of windows. I think is he trying to pull Obi-Wan out hiding as he like chokes people to death left and right, and he grabs this kid like and he like snaps his neck and kills him like again, the Disney princesses aren't gonna like this bit, mate. Okay, and he's like, okay, you get out, I'll try and slow him down, right? So off they go, and he's like killing people left, right, and center. Oh, yeah, he falls, chokes her, and drags her across the ground. It just seems a little bit much, right? It just seems a little bit much. So where's it go? So Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, he sees somebody like people getting like ripped out left, right, and center. And he's like, yeah, we have to stay here, like he told us. Anyway, so Obi-Wan runs over here, and he's like, no, get me out of here. I'm a pussy coward. Run. Right? I mean, this is really what it is. And then Darth Vader's there. At this point, it's stupid. Yeah, his legs should be off right by now, right? Why hasn't he full strapped him and just chopped his legs off, right? He's like, oh, fuck me. Oh, God. And he's like, I guess I got to, no, I'm going to run. He runs away. It's like, oh, God, it's the worst. Oh, pitiful. Right? It really is. And he run. And eventually, okay, I'll get my lightsaber out. And he's like, and it's like, it's a bit of it's like, what have you become? It's a bit of a naff fight as well. It's like, as they like tear things apart. And she's like, My stunning and braveness tells me I should go over here. Stunning and brave. And meanwhile, Lair and Vinya, whatever her name is, runs down. Gotta go this way. Oh, I'm still stunning and brave. My stunning and braveness tells me I'm something here. And then he's running, shitting himself, and up comes Vader. And it's a fight, and it's really anticlimactic. It's like, it's a bit of a shit fight. It's not like, because he's just so scared. It's not fun, right? It's not heroic, right? It's not noble. Yeah, it's just, it's such a misunderstanding of what Star Wars is, right? It really is not noble. You know, that's what Star Wars should be. Mandalorian is noble, right? This is not noble. Yeah, it's ugh. Anyway. And she's like, I sense my stunning and braveness makes me sense the tunnel. And so she says, you better go and help Ben Kenobi, and I'll give you a huggy, and I'll go this way. Yay. And he's fighting, and it's just too scared to make it cool, right? And he's like, so he really is scrabbling for his life, pathetically. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. And he hits the thing, and it blows up, and it makes steam. And she's like, oh, I'm going to go this way because I'm stunning and brave. And so she finds a safe room, and she must find like the sigil of her Jedi, whatever it is, right? Whenever she was Jediing, when she was a youngling. And she's like, oh, this makes me remember. But no, I will stop. No, Ninja, you're not allowed up there. And she finds the tunnel, and off she goes. Anyway, so then, so eventually he just like Force grabs him. He's like, enough of this. Force grabs him, right? And he puts all this like, I don't know what it is. It's like space paraffin, this space gas on the floor, and he throws his lightsaber away. I guess this is where he loses his lightsaber, right? Because he doesn't have it in Star Wars. And he like sets fire to the whatever it is, and now he's just I don't see this being Darth Vader-y, right? This is a bit too manic. Like, I've never seen him. I always, in my head canon, I always had him accepting his deformities, his injuries, because he lost the battle, right? Because I thought he had that basic nobility about him, right? Even as a villain. But no, this is just a sport brat. It doesn't feel right to me. And he like smashes him down on the fire. And now you'll see what he is. And again, the Disney princesses aren't going to love this. And he's meanwhile, what's name's watching, and he puts out the flames and he's like, bring him to me. And she shoots one, and they're like, oh, what's going on over there? And she shoots the thing, and it makes a wall of fire they can't get by. And as that's happening, that dumb robot thing goes and rescues him. All right, and he's like, we will never find him now. He's got away. And they, and he's like in a bad state. And meanwhile, Leia's running around, and she meets her contact, but he's dead. And Reva's there. Dun dun dun. Come on, child, I'll look after you. Da 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 da. And it's shit. It really is. I mean, it really. They just had Ben Kenobi be a complete pathetic failure pussy, right? It really, really is. And again, what's the name? Moses Ingram, the fake, what's the name? The fake outrage, the fake racism. I don't believe you. You know, I think I have a feeling that you're full of shit, right? I just don't believe it. Yeah, apparently, I'm trying to pull up the story. it's like its ratings are just like tanked. People watch the first two and they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, and they thought it was over. I think, right? Here, 1 second. There you go. Where is it? Yeah, audience score plummet for Obi-Wan Kenobi after episode 3. Wait, Linda Carter saying Wonder Woman's a queer and trans. No, she's not. She's a hot chick. That's why you played her, because you're a hot chick. Right? And I hate it when they say Grace Yudoff says, when you compare Gina Carano with Moses Ingram, yeah, it's disgraceful. So let's see what happens. Despite what appears to be manufactured outrage, and I can't stand it's just on all the news. Oh God, it makes me sick. Regarding Obi-Wan Kenobi actor Moses Ingram, it's not hiding the Disney Plus Star Wars series poor quality at audience scores for the show on nearing Last Jedi level. Blimey. Oh, that's bad. 56 Rotten Tomatoes. Yes. Yeah, you're 14 points. And yeah, deservedly so. Book of Boba Fett, about the same. Yeah. Because it's shit. Yeah. Yeah. What do you expect? What do you expect? Was there another story about this Obi-Wan Kenobi? I don't know. But yeah, listen, we'll be back next week. We'll be back next week to suffer more. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Musa Madness is it? Monks of Magnesia, I should say. Luke and Leia are what, like 10 in the show, so 6 years before New Hope. Yeah. And Vader hasn't even sent Kenobi in many years. It's shit. Right? It's shit. It is shit. There's no other way I can say it. DC is there. I think I said hello to you. I'll say hello anyway. Darren, I'm pretty sure I said hello to you. Let me just scan, see if anybody I missed. Okay, the Strepsils. While the Strepsils holding out, let's go straight into. 1 second, do this. All right, we suffered. Now I'm going to show you a New Hope. Star Trek. Woo, da, 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 da. So this isn't bad. This is totally legitimately Star Trek. It really is, right? Okay. So, and I like this logo. Great visuals. Love the visuals. It's getting its own vibe. It really is. It's this Memorial Day thing on Star Trek where everybody remembers people who were killed, in battle with them, and so everyone's doing, but she won't do it, right? Lieutenant Noonien Singh, and that's just such a shit name for the character. That's one connection too many. Her Gorn backstory and Noonien Singh is one connection too many, right? You should have one or the other, not both, right? Yeah, it really is too much. So, but she won't wear one because she doesn't want to look back. She only wants to look forward, right? Because she was in the whole thing with the Gorn where everybody was killed apart from her. So, Transporter Chief Kyle apparently is an Asian guy because they thought the guy from the pilot was Transporter Chief Kyle and not Transporter Chief Kyle. We're in a different universe. It's cool, right? For me, this is this is somebody's interpretation, impression of Star Trek, and it's okay. All right. Again, this is very derivative, very, very, very much. It's Wrath of Khan, best of Wrath of Khan and Balance on Terror, right? In one episode. Although you don't get to see the Gorn, I do like how they set them up as a good new villain, right? And honestly, I'll be fine if they just make their own bloody timeline, right? They should have them visit like the Guardian of Forever and see Kirk's timeline or something, right? And yes, what? Just make them their own timeline. Like, who cares? Yeah, it's clearly not prime time, but I do. I like the blue uniforms. I like it. The reimagining, the close reimagining of classic Trek, right? I think it's all a bit too shiny, but he's a bit weak, but it's okay, right? It's all okay. So he gets a big speech about everybody wearing these things. So this week we got what's the name? Was it Uhura, who I just wish they would make sexy, like bit of cleavage, bit of leg, okay? I hate to be crass about this, but it's Uhura. Bit of cleavage, bit of leg. Okay, both of those things we need, right? Nichelle is a beautiful, beautiful woman, and you are debasing her. Like, you need to make her a bit sexy. What was it? I need to double check, but I believe Singh is a male name signifying followers Sikhism, female as a no. She says she's connected. She's related to Karney Singh, right? She said in like the second episode, or second, or I can't remember who it was, but she said it. Anyway, this episode's subplot, B plot, which is pretty good. Uhura with Hammer. I like Hammer a lot, right? I do like Hammer. Interesting character, kind of grouchy, pissed off. And you have to tell you, this actress, I don't know her name, really gives a bit of flavor and character into this character, right? I think she's doing a good job. So, but they do her, they Mary Sue her a bit. She's super smart at everything, and he impresses that Hammer, who's hard to impress. Anyway, she comes on the bridge, and she's not wearing a button. She's like, no, I'm not doing that. Absolutely not. And they're at this planet, and they're at this planet which has been receiving signals, and they see the boy is okay, but there's nobody's giving signals down the planet, right? So again, good away mission, and I like how it's got a reimagined feel of the original, which I feel was somewhat respectful, right? Especially this episode, it had a new version of Kirk's green top in it, and I really liked it, right? I feel it's being respectful. So they're at the colony, and like everybody's gone, and it's like shit's hit the fan, right? What's going on? And it's not well directed. It's quite, and again, it's got that TV budget feel, which I really like, right? It's got an episodic. All this stuff is good. Right, and they look around and there's like everybody's dead. Everybody find blood everywhere. Right, it's not good. So then they find this little shuttlecraft that was hiding, and they're like, "Oh my god, thank God you found us. We're the survivors. We had to hide up here. We don't know what happened. There was like this weird noise, and the next thing we knew, everyone was dead. Right, we woke up, and it's like." So they can't transport over, so they get their they have to go through their docking tube. And again, like the visuals, really do enjoy the visuals. So all the refugees come off, and they're like, she describes what happens. We heard this buzzing noise, and we all passed out, right? And we wake up, and so then this girl runs away. So I gotta watch out. The monster's coming. What's going on? What do you see? He said the monsters took Daddy. And he's like, "Did you see anything?" So all of a sudden, she calls up to the British, says, "Scan for this thing over here," and it's and they pick up like something hidden, some ship hidden, and she's like, "Holy shit! Raise shields! You got to raise shields!" A red alert, right? And she goes to look out the window as it happens. It's like it's the Gorn, right? And out comes this ship firing at it. And they can't put the shields up because they're connected to the other the little ship. So they really take a lot of fire. Get the title sequence, and I like the titles. It's a generic song. I think they need more better music, right? It's just a bit like it seems like a cover version of Star Trek, a bad cover version. So anyway, then we get one of the first mysteries, the plot threads of the episode. What's name wakes up and she keeps getting visions of this bloke. Like, what's going on? It's a bit creepy. And then we have the awesome Nurse Chapel being hot and helping people. And it was like, shit's hitting the fan. So they number one has to go to. She's got like a bit of ship in her, so she's got to go to med bay, sick bay, and they're trying to like get things together. Hemmer's trying to get this thing. They had to go to the shuttle bay to get this thing realigned, otherwise it's going to blow up the warp core or something. I can't. It's like look. It's a video game side quest. So she goes up the bridge. It's the Gorn. We have to run away right now. Right, we got to retreat right now. And then she keeps getting visions of this guy. Says, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, you see, this is their battle tactic. They just come and hit you out the blue fast while you can't do anything. And then they keep pummeling you." And expecting you to return fire, right? If they do that, then you're going to just, when you're fighting from a weakness, you'll just tire yourself out and make yourself easier to kill. So they say, let's find somewhere to hide, right? But let's go. And there's this black guy. Again, the science is stupid, but who cares? And she just annoys me, this character, Lieutenant Ortega lesbian. Hi, I'm a lesbian. Yeah, I know. I'm a Latinx lesbian. I know. And you're not really Hispanic, because any Hispanic person hates the word Latinx. So he says there's this they got to fly into the black hole where shields won't work. It's the Batara Nebula. It's exactly the same. Shields won't work, and it'll be the same for them, right? So they fly in there. Meanwhile, in the cargo hold, they shit has hit the fan. They wake up and Hemmer's had his hand crushed underneath this giant box thing. Right, and all his fingers are broken, and the door's blocked. Right, and this thing's about to blow up. So they're like, "What we're going to?" So they want to get what's it? Uhura. Uhura says, "I'll be your hands, right? Because there's nobody else here, and we're all going to die if you don't." Right, and the doctor's being doctory, saying, "I'm the doctor. We're going to need power. People are dying. Blah blah blah." Was it number one makes it in, and she collapses, and Nurse Chapel insanely hot, like her in the white outfit. So they're out of plasma, and now they got to do as they're out of they got to do old-fashioned surgery, and she's like, okay. So they have like a basic meeting about what they can do. About how things they got how they're going to get out of it. So she tries to explain, look, the Gorn just sees you as meat, right? They're going to use you as like breeding sacks or food for their young. They don't. They just deal with conquest, right? And like there's no middle ground. We just got to get away from them. He's like, well, nobody's seen a Gorn before, so that's not true. Plenty of people have seen a Gorn. They just all die, right? We gotta find a way out of this. So he's like, well, how are you doing? Is there anything holding up? Says, well, I'm okay, but it's like I don't remember anything, right? I just have flashes of memories, and they don't really make sense. And I'm not going to mention this guy I keep seeing everywhere, because that will be weird and creepy, right? That will be strange. And off she goes. Meanwhile, his hands are broken, right? He can't do anything. So eventually she says, "Let me be your hands, right? We'll do it." And she has to talk him through it. And look, that's basically the plot of the episode. They get on by doing this work together. So they worked out. They've turned they worked out a way that they can scan to see if anyone's coming, right? And they don't think the other people see. So they see the Gorn ship coming, right? Bang, bang. And there's like, well, let's see if it can see us, and it doesn't, right? So then they come up with the plan. They have one torpedo left, right? So they're going to just turn the Enterprise on its head, right? And open the torpedo door and drop the torpedo out. So it falls out under its own power and blows up the Gorn ship. And they do it. Bam! It's done. Yay. And then two much bigger ships come. one much bigger ship and 2 small ships come. Right? They're like, and they just gave up that one ship so they could find them. They're like, oh shit, these people mean business, right? They mean bloody business. Meanwhile, they're doing surgery on number 1, who should be genetically okay, right? We learned in the other episode. And again, I just want to draw attention to his tuning. I love that too. It's perfect, right? It's a perfect 2022 representation of the blue top for a doctor, right? It's got that medical feel to it. I like the material. The colors are perfect, right? Absolutely perfect. It works, right? It totally works. Nurse Rand, Nurse Chapel could be in a sexier outfit. We can put up with that. So they keep hearing that they're bombing them or something to try and get their attention. Meanwhile, they work together. She's got to take these things out and put them in and all kinds of things. And there's like, it looks like it's going to blow up. They're going too deep in near the black hole, right? And so the ship starts to buckle, it starts to blow up, and they got to get out. No, you go, transport, you go. I'll stay here. Oh, I'm a regular character. Okay, then. Then he's like, okay, I guess they're going to board us. We best get ready to fight, right? Wait, what happened there? Hang on. I totally forgot what happened there. What? How'd they kill that one? Hang on. I'm a bit stuck. How'd they do that? Oh, I remember. Yeah. Fine. It comes to them. It's chasing them, and they're going as deep as they can. And all, you're right. Yeah, it goes as deep as they can, and all of a sudden, the pressure's too deep for the Gorn ship, and it blows up. There you go. That's where it's up to. Fine. Okay. So they're like, okay, well, that's kind of good news for us. They can't get down here, but we're slowly blowing up, right? And number 1 needs some blood. But there's only one thing of plasma left, and somebody else needs it. So she says, give it to the other person, right? Meanwhile, they're trying to come up with a plan, right? And they want to try and slingshot around the black hole, I think, to get out. But they need to be able to come up and see if they're there first, right? So Spock and the Noonan Singh go out in a shuttlecraft to check, and she keeps seeing stuff, and she's like, that guy, and he's like, is there anything you can tell us that might help us? And anything remembers, I really can't remember. So she says, why don't we do a mind meld, right? She thinks the lights mean something, right? So they do this mind meld, dun, dun, my mind to your mind, right? Do the whole thing. And they get in this, and you see the Gorn breeding world thing, and they and you meet the brother who's like the boy who was a brother, and he did a bunch of study about them, and it's like, so he knows what the lights mean, right? It means they're talking to each other. It's the way they communicate. Right, so then it's really annoying. Then whenever they refer to Discovery, it's stupid and annoying. Right, it's stupid and annoying. He said, I see you had a sister, and they wake up, right? And the lights, right? So she has this thing. She talks she uses the lights to convince one that the humans have boarded the ship and taken it over, right? So they do that, and they just blow up the ship. Meanwhile, they're trying to get all this done, and they're gonna have to do explosive decompression, I think, before they can do the slingshot thing, right? So she tells them about the lights or whatever, I can't remember, and you get quite a nice action finish, right? So they get in spacesuits, then they gotta tether themselves in. Because they're going to slingshot, and again, I think it's suspenseful and well directed, right? And I like the way they use the sets. I really want to see Jonathan Frakes do an episode of this, right? Love the visuals. Oh, love the visuals. They slingshot around the I mean, look at that. That's lovely. That is just beautiful. Around the black hole. They jettison a bunch of stuff and to make it look like they blew up, right? And that way the Gorn just go away and leave them alone. They survive to fight another day, essentially. Yay! We made it out! Yay! Right, it's like, well done. And again, I can forgive it most things because it looks so freaking gorgeous, right? You know, this is the opposite of Amber Heard. People say, like, you know, I was saying at the beginning of the stream, Amber Heard doesn't look good enough to be such a bitch, right? This does. This looks so gorgeous, right? It's they make her mention she got a blood transfusion from the doctor, and they wink at each other, and now she's happy wearing the badge and remembering and moving forward because of the mind meld, which seems to be quite good therapy. If I was a Vulcan therapist, that would be the way I would go. That would totally be the way I would go. And it's actually Star Trek. You know, the episodic format really, really freaking helps it, right? The characters are okay. It's Star Trek. What do you want me to tell you? You know, I've been very critical of the other ones. I think it was a fan film. I'd love it, so I think I'll be hypocritical to say that's not, you know, good. What did Vanessa Lord just say? So I just missed it. This just made me want to watch good old episodes of Star Trek. Well, there is that. See, I've always been, up until the progressors went crazy, reasonably progressive. I've always been interested in new takes on old things. It's just like, yeah, the new takes became awful. This is one of the first things that I've done, which I've been quite happy with, right? And I like it's got a smaller budget as well. So the next week's episode, Spock and Mock, I watched today. I loved it, right? It was a real nice kind of version of whimsy and sci-fi and Vulcans, and it's different from the Leonard Nimoy Spock. But I like it had to bring in it. It's good. I thought it was very good. I enjoy it. So yeah, look, this is a recommend for me. Not worth getting Amazon Prime for or whatever, Amazon Plus, but it's totally a recommend. Fine, my voice can't do this anymore. I am out, mate. I'm out. I'm like chewing on gravel. I'm so sorry. So join me on when is it? Join me on next time I'm live is Sunday. 1 second, let me pull everything up. Next time I'm live is Sunday. And then what are we up to? So tomorrow we're gonna get. I just got a bunch of content really ready and raving to go for you. Tomorrow we're getting this one where I go over the Bleeding Cool article with where they say it's all awful. It's the end of everything. It's the end. And they also put out my Thor reaction video that day, right? That sounds like a good combo. You know what? I'm also going to put out Severance. Those 3 go out tomorrow, right? And then on Saturday, we get Noel Clark. I got to record that tomorrow. And I don't know, we'll put something else out. Yeah, maybe some of these reviews. Who knows or dares to dream? Maybe all 3. Who knows? And then Sunday is my Big 60 live stream. I'll make the thumbnail for that tomorrow. And Monday, this is awesome. I love this video. Far bit from me to recommend my own stuff, but I do recommend it. Fine with that. I'm in the end broadcast.